good morning or good afternoon or good evening or possibly good night, depending on where you are living in the world. So as promised, here is my second video on YouTube. So today we are going to learn 10 words which many non-native speakers may find difficult, and they are words that I myself as a teacher have found that these words are often quite difficult for learners of English. Interestingly, they are also words that possibly British people or American people, basically natives of English, of the English language, may also find difficult. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you may be from any country in the world because it may be beneficial, because even if you are a native English speaker, you may be pronouncing these words incorrectly. Okay, so the first word that we're going to begin with is possibly one of the hardest, so let's get the hardest out of the way. So this word is rural. Okay, I'm saying it slowly so you can understand. Rural. So this one is difficult, it's challenging because you have the R sound at the beginning and you have the R sound in the middle and the L sound at the end. So often the R and the L sound are quite difficult for non-native speakers. Often R and L are often confused. Well, not confused, they're often mixed up, we should say. So R and L together, yeah, it can be a little bit difficult. So let's say it one more time. Rural, rural, rural. Okay, rural, rural. Okay, I think that's enough times. So if it's not, you can always go back and play it again. Okay, so for those of you that are wondering what this means the countryside. Okay, so the next word that we're going to look at is sixth. Okay, so we looked at the numbers in the previous video and we looked at the number 6. Okay, but this one is sixth. Okay, so as you can see, my tongue comes out. So it's very, very important that your tongue comes out to pronounce the TH sound at the end. Sixth. Okay, sixth. Okay, it's not too difficult if you say it slowly, and don't feel embarrassed to put your tongue out a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't need to come right out. It doesn't need to be sixth. Okay, it doesn't need to be as much as that. Oh gosh, I'm really sorry, that probably looked horrible. But yes, just a little bit. Don't feel embarrassed. It maybe feels a bit strange if in your language you don't put your tongue out at all. Normally your tongue stays in. So yes, sixth. Okay, so let's move on now to the third word. So the third word is squirrel. Squirrel. This is a word that actually many natives of English language, that they find this word quite difficult. Squirrel, squirrel, roll. Yeah, if you get the last part first, if you can get that pronounced correctly first, it may be a little bit easier. Roll, roll, squirrel. Okay, I love squirrels. We don't really have them in Thailand, which is where I'm living. Well, we have them, but they're quite small. But in England, they just seem to be always in the park. So I love to see squirrels in England. So the next word is often pronounced incorrectly, especially if it's the first time you've ever seen the word, because the way it's written is actually quite different to how it's spoken. So this one is colonel, colonel. Okay, people may want to pronounce it like colonel. Okay, it's actually colonel, colonel. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. So if you like reading, this one is for you. So this one is the library, library, library. Again, we have the L sound, which can be difficult for people learning English because it's the L, L. Okay, if you notice my tongue, okay, it goes behind my teeth. Library, library. Okay, not too difficult. So next one, okay, is what I like to eat, and this is fruit. Okay, fruit. Okay, you may think that this one is quite easy, but this is one I often hear people pronouncing incorrectly. So make sure you get this one pronounced as correctly as possible. I've heard like fru or fro or fru, or people don't pronounce the T correctly. So you have to say fruit. Okay, not fruit, fruit. Okay, fruit. Okay, for example, I love to eat fruit, especially mango. And the next one, okay, moving on from fruit, we also have vegetables. Okay, this one is difficult for a couple of reasons. First of all, you have the V sound, the okay? So, vegetables. Many people pronounce it like vegetables, okay? Because we have the tables at the end, okay? But we don't say tables, we say vegetables, okay? It just kind of flows, vegetables. Okay, let's try both fruit and vegetables, okay? Obviously, those are two words that we maybe are quite common words, but so let's get those pronounced correctly. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is a bird, well, a type of bird, which is a penguin. Okay, this one, some English people also find difficult to pronounce. Okay, penguin. Again, I don't think this is really, the way it's written is kind of different to how it's pronounced. People may say penguin, or, yeah, so the correct pronunciation is penguin. Okay, for example, I love penguins. Do you? I'm sure you do, because they are super cute, the little penguins. So the next one is also quite a challenging word, but once you know how to say it, then it'll be easy for you. So this one is choir. This one is quite difficult because you have CH. Okay, so people often read it as ch. They say like chaya, chor. But actually it's choir. That actually sounds quite nice if you say choir. Okay, it sounds better than chore or try or, yeah, any of these, yeah, don't sound great. So the correct pronunciation is choir. Okay, and the next one we are going to move on to, actually we are on word number 10 already. So this one is pronunciation. Okay, this is what I'm teaching you now, pronunciation. So this one, some people pronounce like pronunciation because we have the verb pronounce, okay? But actually we say pronunciation, okay? So for example, I love teaching pronunciation. And the question is, do you like learning pronunciation? If you like learning pronunciation, then please comment down below. Okay, so this is the end of this video. I hope you found it extremely useful. If you have any feedback, any things which you like or you don't like, yep, this is your time to comment and tell me as soon as possible. So, yes, thank you for watching. As usual, please like, please share, okay, and please subscribe to my page as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to get as many comments and feedback as possible. Okay, see you all soon. Bye bye.